Hello, welcome to the Maiden Voyage of the YouTube channel for Trinity Lutheran Church in Grand Prairie, Alberta, Canada. I'm Pastor Greg Anderson and I'll be the host for these videos as we go forward in this new medium, at least a new medium to me. I'd like to take you through a bit of the process I've gone through over the last hour and a half to get ready for this video. I decided I would maybe make a script. Not much of a script. Then I thought I'd find something really interesting, intriguing, kind of pithy to read. So I scoured the extent of my library for something along that line and came up kind of empty. I'm not completely sure what I want this channel to be. I'm pretty sure I know what I don't want it to be, and that is pithy. Sharing Our Journey is a midweek email I started some months ago. The title came from the story of the road to Emmaus. As we share our journey, with each other and with Jesus, what does that look like? What questions should we be asking? And it seems to me questions should be, well, there should be a lot of them. This virus is going to be with us for a while. And our adjustments to it are going to be with us for a while, particularly in church. We will be for the foreseeable future. Distancing. Many of us will be wearing masks. Hand hygiene will be important. We will not be singing. We will not be having coffee before or after service. For some of you, this is really frustrating. It's frustrating for me. And yet here we are. How do we best care for our neighbor? How best do we care for each other in the midst of this? Raising those kinds of questions is why the Sharing Our Journey midweek email came about. This channel is a way of shifting that from email to this channel, which for some of you may be more accessible. And so there'll be comments below that you can leave to what I have to say. This will change over time, this channel, because I'll learn more. Part of the last hour and a half, as I was looking for one of those pithy books, is trying to figure out how to get the video to work. It's a big learning curve. And it's not one that I'm shrinking away from, but it's a challenge. And so, as I do very often, I invite you to take the journey with me as we take this journey together. I'd like to share with you the Old Testament lesson for this coming Sunday. It's from the book of Exodus. It is Exodus 33, beginning at verse 12. Moses said to the Lord, "See, you have said to me, 'Bring up this people.' But you have not let me know whom you will send with me. Yet you have said, 'I know you by name, and you have also found favor in my sight.' Now if I have found favor in your sight, show me your ways, so that I may know you and find favor in your sight. Consider too that this nation is your people." God said, "My presence will go with you, and I will give you rest." And he said to him, "If your presence will not go, do not carry us up from here. For how shall it be known that I have found favor in your sight, I and your people, unless you go with us? In this way we shall be distinct, I and your people, from every people on the face of the earth." The Lord said to Moses, "I will do the very thing you have asked, for you have found favor in my sight, and I know you by name." Moses said, "Show me your glory, I pray." And God said, "I will make all my goodness pass before you, and I will proclaim before you the name, the Lord. And I will be gracious to whom I will be gracious, and will show mercy on whom I will show mercy. But," God said, "you cannot see my face, for no one shall see me and live." And the Lord continued, "See, there is a place by me where you shall stand on the rock. And when my glory passes by, I will put you in a cleft of the rock, and I will cover you with my hand until I have passed by. Then I will take away my hand, and you shall see my back, but my face shall not be seen. I did so well to the end. Moses is on the mountain, and it's a huge task he has before him, and he's looking for a little help. He's looking for a little divine intervention, and he's looking for a view of God, something to inspire him, to strengthen him. Those views of God, those views of the Almighty come to us in different ways. I got a couple this week. I got a text and an email from people I won't name because I don't have their permission to do that. But they were both of a theme. The text was something along the lines of, so let me get this straight. I think what you're trying to tell us is that God loves us. And if we ask, God will forgive us. And that God isn't angry with us. Yes. Yes. That's the message. That's what I've been trying to say. I've been saying it for a very long time. The email was similar to that and gave thanks for the graciousness of God. Grace, gift. It's an amazing thing. It's an amazing word. It's a word sometimes we qualify. That somehow God's grace is a gift to us as long as we do whatever. If we do whatever. And almost immediately the gift starts to become something that we work for and less of a gift. God's grace is a gift to all of us. God's grace is a gift to you. God's grace was present with Moses. Moses got a bit of what he asked for from God, a bit of a view of God. And even that view rested on Moses' face so powerfully that when he came down off the mountain, his face shone with kind of the residual glory of God so brightly that the people begged him to wear a veil. God's grace is fully with us. We may not see God visibly, but we see God in different ways. I certainly did this week with a text and an email. You may have seen it in the voice of a friend, in something you saw on TV, read in a book. God comes to us in so many ways. And God comes to us in each other. And so again, I invite you to take this journey with me as we take this journey together. This channel is open to people who have links, and so if the link has come to you and you would want to share it with others, send the link on and it should work. If it doesn't, let me know, because like I said, learning curve. God's peace be with you, be safe, and be well.